There are only a few types of clothing items that look good on anybody. And since fall is around the corner, I think it's time we take a look at why leather jackets are a superior clothing item. This is Simplify Look and Fly with the Trendy Trap. And today, I'm gonna teach you how to find the perfect leather jacket. Before you just buy the first leather jacket that you see, you need to understand that you don't just find the perfect jacket. It finds you. And let me tell you, it ain't finding you unless you actually understand and listen to them. You know, I like to relate the hunt of clothing like bird watching. You're not gonna just be able to go in your backyard and find a bird like this. You need to understand where they live, what they eat, when they're most active. Similarly, the leather jacket has things that you must understand about it before you find the jacket you've been dreaming of. First things first, we need to talk about the significance of leather. Motherfuckers were wearing leather in the Stone Age. The Stone Age. Okay, not exactly this version of it. Realistically, something more like this. And though these people might not be as fly as you have to give credit where credit is due. So yeah, the short list of greatest leather artisans probably goes something like the Scott brothers, Rick Owens, and some random caveman that probably didn't even know how to speak yet. So just understand that leather might have the longest history when it comes to clothes. Fast forwarding to modern times, we start to see the first iterations of leather jackets within the military. And over the next 100 years, it slowly started to evolve into exactly the opposite by being a staple of anti-establishment, subversive, and rebellious groups. Literally think of any movie where the main character has this edginess to them, where you're kind of afraid of them, but you're also cheering for them at the same time. 9 times out of 10, they were wearing a leather jacket. Now you're probably thinking, Noah, I thought you said this jacket looks good on anybody. What if I'm not trying to go for the hyper-masculine, anarchist style that is baked into the history of the jacket? Well, the good and bad thing of fashion is whenever you see a subculture arise to the front lines, you can bet your ass the fashion world is going to capitalize on it. So like with birding, you have to closely pay attention to the words that the different leather jackets are saying to you when they cross your path. And since I'm a master of the language of leather, let me give you a couple examples. This jacket is telling me that it's looking for someone whose #1 artist on Spotify is Bob Dylan. Smokes cigs only because it makes them feel cool, wears these same pair of denim every day for years straight, and only wears boots and loafers. This jacket is telling me that it's looking for someone who loves the movie Lady Bird, wears those mini frame glasses, posts stories of their picnic in Central Park, and has an addiction to coffee. This jacket tells me that it's looking for someone who only